The universal numerology for the month of September is 9, and the cool thing about September every year is because it is the ninth month, it brings us full circle to a doubling of what the universal year and the universal month is. So there's this double energy going on, and we're in a universal year 9. So September is a month 9 as well, and this is about closing chapters. It is endings. It is the death part of the death and rebirth cycle, I like to say, which I understand some people don't like to hear because we associate it with things that we don't want, which is losing our own life or other people's. But in terms of like tarot, and what I mean by the death and rebirth cycle is it never ends, right? It's ending something so new can come in, and this is really, like I said, about closing out those old cycles, getting rid of things that no longer serve us. So this can be belief systems, it can be relationships, it can be jobs, it can be places that we live, all of those things. Now, this is the universal energy, like I mentioned, so your personal numerology is probably going to have more potency in your own life, and I'll talk about that in a second. But just a side note, this means that October every year is a preview of what's to come next. So what's to come in 2026? It will be a 1, and we will be in a collective year 1, and this is about the birth part. This is the new. This is new beginnings, new habits, new foundations and paths, and all of the things starting out fresh. So we're in a very transformative energy. And I don't want to speculate on what this means at a collective scale. I will let you decide, or, just pay attention to how it plays out throughout the month and then into October. But let's talk about your personal years/months, because again, it's going to double this month. So it's going to be extra potent for you. Ones, again, this is about new beginnings. If you want to start a new habit, start a new hobby, be open to the new, kind of the fool's energy, if you will. Start something, start fresh. 2s, this is about relationships and partnerships specifically. So it can be romantic relationships, but also if you have been looking at partnering with someone for business or something else, maybe a mentorship, something like that, this is a really good month to focus on that. 3s, this is about communication and collaboration as well as creativity. So get out there, be social, express yourself, use your voice, and connect with people. Do not isolate this month, okay? And we're to 4. So 4s, this is your hard work month. It is about setting foundations, and it can be a month where you experience successes, but even if you aren't there yet, this is a really great month to lay those foundations and build stability. 5s, it's all about change, okay? You've probably been experiencing that this year because 5 energy tends to be pretty fiery, and especially when we're in a 9 universal. But even if you're not really experiencing a lot of change, just think about it like this. This is a really good month to change things up and maybe travel, move a little bit. You might actually be moving space or moving careers or something like that. But also just changing up your environment can be really great this month, and thinking about as well as actively taking action on things that you want to change in your life. 6s, this is balance and harmony, mostly in your home life. This is love. So focusing on your family, your home life, like I said, and getting everything into balance there. You might not be a group that wants to be out and about a lot. You might just enjoy being at home in the company of your loved ones. 7s, you're also probably going to want to spend some time at home, but in your own energy, because this is your inner world month. This is about spending time listening to yourself. If you are somebody who is looking to gain clarity in life, this is a great month to do so. But again, it comes from within, so you have to give yourself the time and space to receive that clarity. 8s, this month is going to be abundant for you, hopefully monetary abundance specifically, and looking at your finances, how you're spending your money, and investing in things that are geared toward really building for your future. But also, it's not necessarily about risk taking. It's also a great month to look at your finances and pay off debt and things like that. But look at success and power and how you are utilizing your own power. And then finally, 9s, we've already talked about 9s. This is about closing cycles. So what are you ready to let go of? What are you ready to end? What are you ready to surrender to so that you can begin fresh? You're going to have a 1 year next year, like I said. So what are you opening to so that you can really have just the most magical year in 2026, but also in the remainder of 2025? Transformation, baby.